The prison gate slammed shut with a heavy metallic clang. But for Michael Turner, the sound was quieter than a whisper. There was no family waiting for him, no friends, just a small plastic bag with his clothes and a piece of paper that said "Released." After 17 long years in a Missouri state prison, Michael stepped into the sunlight like a man walking into a world that no longer recognized him. The cars moved faster. People stared at glowing screens in their hands. The very air he breathed felt unfamiliar. Michael was 41 years old, but his life had frozen at 24th age. He went to prison for armed robbery. It was a desperate mistake, a terrible choice that had shattered multiple lives, including his own. As he stood there, a guard muttered, "Don't come back." Michael just nodded. He'd made that same promise to himself 1,000 times. But promises are easy to make when the future is a complete unknown. Michael moved into a halfway house in St. Louis, sharing a small room with peeling paint and memories he couldn't escape. Every morning, he put on his only clean shirt and walked for miles, searching for a job. And at every interview, the same question came up. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? And every time, he got the same answer. We'll call you. They never did. One afternoon, after yet another rejection, Michael sat on a bus stop bench, staring at his hands. Hands that once held a gun, hands that now only shook with fear. Maybe prison is all I'm good for, he whispered to himself. That night, hunger won. His pride broke. Michael found himself standing outside a small grocery store, torn between begging for food and stealing it. It was then that a voice from behind him asked, "You okay, son?" The voice belonged to Mr. Henry Collins, a 68-year-old widower who owned a small hardware store nearby. Michael didn't answer at first. Mr. Collins looked at him, his gaze kind. "You look like a man fighting something heavier than hunger." Michael swallowed hard. "I just got out of prison." He expected to see disgust, fear, or judgment in the old man's eyes. Instead, Mr. Collins just said, "Then you've already paid your debt. The question is, what do you want to build now?" No one had ever asked him that before. Mr. Collins offered him a sandwich and a cup of coffee. They sat together on the curb, just two ordinary men. "Come to my store tomorrow morning," Mr. Collins said. "I can't promise you much money, but I can promise you honest work." Tears filled Michael's eyes. "I won't let you down," he promised. Mr. Collins smiled warmly. Everyone deserves one real second chance. Michael worked harder than he ever had in his life. He swept floors before sunrise. He lifted heavy boxers until his back screamed in protest. He learned the names of tools he'd never even seen before. He spoke very little, but he listened a lot. Some customers saw his prison tattoos and avoided him. Others whispered behind his back. Michael didn't react. He knew this was part of the punishment that life gives you long after your prison sentence ends. One evening, a woman dropped her wallet in the store. Michael picked it up and chased her for 2 blocks to return it. She looked at him with suspicion. "Nothing's missing," he said softly. The woman hesitated, then her expression softened. "Thank you." That simple word, "thank you," hit him harder than any prison door ever had. 6 months later, the store was robbed. When the police saw Michael's record, suspicion immediately fell on him. He was handcuffed, questioned, and judged all over again. Michael didn't argue. He didn't beg. He just said, "I won't run. I didn't do this." Later, security footage proved his innocence, and the real thief was caught. Mr. Collins picked Michael up from the station. He said only one thing: "I trusted you, and you proved I was right." Years passed. Michael became the store manager. He got married. He started volunteering at a re-entry center, helping other former inmates find work. One evening, he stood in front of a group of men who were fresh out of prison, just like he had been. He told them, "You will be judged. You will be doubted. You will be tempted to give up. But your past explains you. It does not define you. One good choice made every single day can rebuild a life." On the anniversary of his release, Michael visited the prison gates again, not as an inmate, but as a speaker. He stood in the exact spot where he once stood completely alone. This time, he whispered to himself, "Freedom isn't when the gate opens. Freedom is when you choose not to go back, no matter how hard life gets." Society often believes that people deserve punishment, but not redemption. This story reminds us that second chances can save lives, that one act of trust can change a person's entire future, and that no human being should be forever chained to their worst mistake. The strongest people aren't those who never fall, but those who find the strength to rise after the world has given up on them. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, please like and subscribe for more.